It's January 5th, 2018, and I am about to attempt the TARDIS cake.
Alright, here it is. I have no idea if it's going to look like this in the end.
I'm using Duncan Hines spice cake here, and I'm using 2 boxes, so I'll be doubling the recipe as far as what to add.
Course correction number 1. I realized this metal bowl is what I need to bake in, so I had to transfer over to the Pampered Chef batter bowl for mixing. I don't know if that's going to be big enough or not, but I do know that I need to clean this and grease it, because it is going to be the baking vessel. Course correction number 2. I'm pretty sure that batter bowl is not going to be big enough for my 2 cups of water and 6 large eggs and 2/3 cup of vegetable oil. So we're going to the big blue bowl.
Okay, we've got the mixture started, and that's going to go into the electric mixer to finish.
Okay, friends and neighbors, I was afraid it wouldn't fit, but it looks like it's fitting nicely, and we'll get that blender going.
Okay, the batter in the bowl is looking gorgeous after 2 minutes, and I have removed both ends of a steel can, and this will actually end up being the mold for the TARDIS itself.
The instructions are kind of unclear because they say to remove both ends, as I have done, but then it says to line the bottom with parchment. So I'm just gonna cut a circle of parchment to put on the bottom as I put them together for baking. I have my parchment circle lining the bottom of my can here, and this roll of parchment I think is going to be the right size, but as you can see it's not expanding to touch the size of the can. What I'm hoping, or presuming, is that the pressure of the batter will just force that parchment right up to the walls of the can. I've also lined the bottom of my bowl with a circle of parchment, as per instructions. Okay, it looks like my hypothesis was right about the batter forcing the parchment to the edge of the can. So it looks like, in that sense, we are good to go. Okay, the rest of the batter is going into the big metal bowl. I was a little concerned about only 5 ounces going into the can for the little TARDIS, but I know it's going to expand when it bakes. The instructions actually did not give an idea as to the size of the can, but I'm hoping that the chicken broth can that I used is going to be just a good old regular average right size for this project. Okay, by the way, I did not follow the recipe in the book because I didn't want a carrot cake with raisins, so we just went with a Duncan Hines spice cake mix from the box. So we're going to do some cream cheese frosting with that, so thank you, Deborah, for buying the ingredients. Okay, I think that's good.
I'm realizing the baking time is probably going to need to be different for the 2 items because the TARDIS in a can is going to be more like cupcake time, but 2 batches, or well, nearly 2 batches of batter in the big metal bowl is going to be, it's going to need some time, so we'll see what happens.
So, there are my 2 parts in there. We're going to check on the TARDIS in a can in maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. And the other one should take 10 to 15 more than that is my guess, according to the instructions. Alright, it's been 20 minutes, and I'm going to check the TARDIS in a can. I don't know about that. It's pretty wet. Oh? I don't know, kind of clean. That's very jiggly, however, which I would expect. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull it out.
Are you making the TARDIS and the...
Alright, so that is what that looks like. Okay, it's been another 20 minutes, so a total of about 40, which is a little on the high side for baking instructions on the box. So, here we go. I'm going to need one of these. Alright.
Oh, I can see it jiggle just from opening the door. So, you want to get a shot of that? Pretty jiggly. So, we're going to keep it in there. I don't know if it'll help if I move it to the center or not. Well, we have skipped a few steps here, but I want to show you we have our TARDIS. It's a little wibbly wobbly, but we got all four sides with the windows, and I'm not sure if we have a marshmallow to put on top, but anyway, so we got that going on, and we also have over here the dome. This is going to be outer space and time. And that's going to be covered with a marbled fondant, which Lizzie is rolling out right now. Hello, Lizzie.
Hi.
Let's look at this. So we've got blue, white, and black mixed together. Now that I think about it, and it's too late to do it, but I think if I were to do this again, I would probably add a few drops of red food coloring into that blue and mix it in like we did to the TARDIS to get that more TARDIS blue rather than more of like a turquoise kind of
There's
thing.
an air bubble right there.
Alright, well, keep on rolling, Lizzie. Okay, Lizzie and I finished rolling out the fondant for the space. Okay, and we just took that rolling mat and we just flipped it and laid it on top of the dome. So, and then we just peeled the mat off of there. So now we have this nice marbly black, blue, white space. We're gonna continue to decorate that with that shimmery glimmer. It's not exactly edible glitter, but it's something. So now I guess we gotta trim around and keep on going. Okay, we have just done our trimming. As you can see, Elizabeth is very pleased about that. But we went around with the paring knife, and we've got our blob of scrap there. But I think space looks really good. So I think what we're gonna do is put the bottom of the TARDIS on top of the space and put the TARDIS on top of the bottom, rather than trying to put the bottom of the TARDIS on the bottom of the TARDIS and then putting the TARDIS on top. Okay, so I have my shimmer spray, and I'm gonna see what happens here. Go ahead and take it down with the cake and just kind of hit it. Ooh, yeah! Look at that. I'm just gonna maybe do a little bit on the other side. I don't want to overdo it, but it does look kind of like that glitter on the picture. So we've got a little bit of shimmery, timey-wimey happening in here. Maybe I'm just gonna hit it just a little more right over here. Yeah?
Yay!
Okay. Ready? Are you rolling?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I have very little to no experience with this thing, but I am just, you want to come around this side and see what happens. I'm just gonna make a panel like that, and like that. And this is kind of gappy, and technically that's not supposed to be white, but I just want to fill in. Well, I think that's it. So we've got window panes. I tried to make an ink out of food coloring, but it didn't want to stick to the white fondant. So Lizzie came up with the idea of rolling little snakes of black fondant. So there you have it.